Hello everyone, this is Ritisha Patel from Plato Labs Masterclasses. Today my project is the hexapod, and as you see, the robot has 6 legs, all made from metal strips. The 6 legs are controlled by black servo motors which are connected to it. The main components are the Arduino, breadboard, battery and its connector, Bluetooth module, some jumper wires, servos and their connectors, and different types of metal strips like 15 holes, 8 holes, 5 holes. So, this is the front leg, this is the middle leg, and this is also called the left leg because it will lift the robot to make it work. And this last one is the rear leg. So as you can see, I haven't connected the Arduino to the computer because I can also run it with a battery. So there are different ways. Either you can connect it to the battery, or either you can connect it to the socket, or you can just connect it with the computer. So here's my code. So this is for the front leg. First we'll take it to 90 degree. Left leg 90 degree, rear leg 90 degree. So I'll just show you the code from the starting. So as you see these double things, the 2 hashes and includes. So this is for including some libraries. Like we're using some new words which may be saved in the this coding area, but we have to include it. So the other things, and now we're naming the servos here. The servo front, like the servo that is controlling the front, then the servo left and the servo rear. So that's how we wrote it. And we attach them to the digital pins and of course PWM pins that are for servo motors 11, 10 and 6, and then we set them all at 90. So this we are doing at the void setup. So the void setup only lets a code run once. Okay, so that's why we need to set them all to 90 degree. That's how they are set right now. And then after that we're connected to the Bluetooth module. Now the void loop. So the void loop is a thing in which, as you know, loop. So when you do block coding, there comes forever loop. Yeah, the same like that. So in loop, this code will run again and again. So we have put an if and else situation also here for the forward, backward and stop one to connect it to the Bluetooth. Now we made one more void called the void forward, in which we have wrote all the code for the forward. So as you see, the left leg will now change to 110 degrees. That will, and then after that delay of half a second. So we are doing it like that so that the lift will lift up the robot. And then the step 2, the front and rear will also go like 120 and 120 and so on. And then for the front backward, all the code will be same as front forward. But just the step 2 will be different. It will change to 60 as it has to go backward. And then the last void is the void stop. So we're gonna use this code to stop. So in this, it's a very simple thing. We take all the legs right, meaning we're gonna set it to a degree, and 90 degree back as it is. Now I think you will love to see my robot in action. So here's an app which I have made from MIT App Inventor. It's just simple. So I connected the Bluetooth, and as you know, the hexapod can only work forward, stop and back. And to know that the Bluetooth and my tablet are getting signal, we can go to tools over here and select serial monitor. Okay, so here's the serial monitor. So as you see, there's some letters over here, like here W, B, B, R, S, W, many things. So these are because of the buttons that I pressed. So W is for forward, R is for right, L is for left, B is for back, and S is for stop. Okay, so that's how we're gonna control, but we are not gonna use left and right. So for example, if I click forward over here, you can see after some time there's a W that will come. See, on top there's a W. Now after that, this can also help the robot go. Now I think you may be waiting for seeing my robot in action. So let's see. So here I'm showing you how I connected with the USB port and my robot is working when I click the forward. Now I'll show you the backwards movement. As you see, my robot is moving back when I click the back button. Now I'll show you again the forward. It waits and then goes forward. See, you see that the angles are slowly changing and the lift one is pulling up the things. And now I'll show you when I stop it. Wait for a second and stop. Now to remember one thing, that we can either connect it with the battery, removing the USB port once we have uploaded it. Then either we can use a jumper wire and connect it here over the V1N pin and the positive of the breadboard. That will make the Arduino get power from the breadboard, and the breadboard will get power from the adapter, which will get power from the main supply. So remember that we can also connect it with the USB port, and that will also make the robot work. But remember to remove the V1N, the positive wire, once you connect it with the USB port, otherwise your Arduino will get damaged. So that's it for today. I hope you liked my project. Bye.